Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about if virtuals can make a comeback in the ecosystem because they have been building a lot. And I've been telling you guys, each iteration that virtuals has had with their innovation, they have found ways to pump the token. So right now is the time to also look into the ecosystem and virtuals, especially after what they're building. So we're going to get into all of that in this video here. So before we get into talk about virtuals, I'd like to ask you guys, grab the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below. And while you guys are down here, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask, how does that Patreon group works? As you guys know, there's a discount going on right now for Uptober, even though it's not Uptober right now because we're not up, but there's a discount that you guys can go ahead and take advantage of right now. And if you guys want a little bit more of an idea of what plays we get into, you guys can check out all the posts on Patreon as well. We show you guys the posts that we've been getting into, and we've been killing it, right? We've gotten into some virtual plays lately too, so we're getting prepared for the next leg up for virtual's ecosystem. So make sure you check out that Patreon group and check out the ebook, The Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This is on Amazon and it's on Patreon. Links will be in the description down below. This will help you guys pick out the next in your portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative, vesting. All of that is very important to picking out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. So check that out. Check out the block fit to get yourself some crypto apparel. Links for this also will be in the description down below. And lastly, check out my new channel, the educational channel, the EAverse. You guys can check it out in the links down below. And let's get right into the video, guys. So today, virtuals is sitting at just below 80 cents at a $518 million market cap, FDV of $790 million. You guys already know the all-time high was 10 months ago where it did hit $5. It is down 84% from his all-time highs. Now, after it got to his all-time highs, it came down, of course, with the market, and then they introduced a new iteration to their ecosystem, which was the Genesis launch. And from the Genesis launch, you guys could have got it about 45 cents, let's just say right there, right? 45 cents. And it did run back up to about $2, and now it has come back down to about 79 cents. And there's a new iteration to Virtual's protocol, meaning there's a possibility that if this is well received, we can see another leg up in Virtual's ecosystem and Virtual's protocol. Now let's start off with one of the biggest bangers of the news that they recently got, which was they got listed on the Robinhood. Now if you guys don't know, Robinhood listed about 4 altcoins recently: Zora, Virtuals, Aster, and Plasma. So Robinhood listing virtuals is huge. This gives it access to more investors that probably want to invest into AI agents or looking to get into crypto, people that Coinbase or don't like to use Coinbase. Now, McSloof put out this tweet: is this the catalyst we finally need to have virtual season on base again? People are waiting. Genesis had it. It started a little bit until they had a little mistakes. We're going to cover all the new changes that they got. So Virtuals has a new launch mechanism, which I said we're going to cover. A huge ecosystem, crack team that invented the flywheel of new launches paired with the native token, and all their tokens are tradable on Coinbase. Now the Robinhood listing could bring more eyes back into the Virtuals ecosystem and Virtuals itself. That obviously depends on the majors doing well, meaning Bitcoin, the overall market, to actually start to do well. Now, Virtuals did drop a tweet back a few weeks ago about the new launch model for Virtual Protocol, which is now called Unicorn. And big ups to Evan for making a TLDR perfect for a video. So, of course, people did not like the Genesis launches because it became a well game and over farmed. And you got locked out of the, any sales and things like that. So people didn't really like Genesis launches after a while. So now Unicorn flips the script. No more pledging, no more point farming, just conviction, funding, and upside that scale. So here's the deal. Anyone could trade from day one. Start small, goes big. Early virgins equal massive upside. Founders earn as they build. 25% unlock linearly as FDV grows. 2 million to 160 million. No dumping, no vaporware. So 50% team tokens, right? Half of it is vested for real work. Half released only with market traction, incentivizing the team to continuously build and work if they want to get paid. 5% ecosystem airdrops, 2% to virtual stakers, 3% to active virgins on every launch. So if you're trading on every launch, you're going to get about a 3% airdrop for the whole ecosystem. Anti-bot tax, 99% to 1% decay. Bots get wrecked, real traders get rewarded. So the point meta is fading, replaced by staking plus real activity. Snapshots are coming, and the first unicorn launches are about to launch. Genesis built fairness, unicorn builds wealth. So now when you go onto their website, you're starting to see some new agents that's going to be up here. Prove right now, Province, this is looking pretty good. I'm interested in this one, so I'm gonna be looking into this one. I'm getting back into the ecosystem of virtuals. We're going to be trading. Cicada looks pretty interesting. There's some other ones on here that I haven't even fully looked into, but the research game has to start back in the virtuals ecosystem, just in case there's going to be a new banger, because the last Genesis launches, early days, there were some bangers. You got Iris, you got Axelrod, what else you had out there? Wire. I can't remember all of them, but there was some early bangers, and I believe that there's probably going to be some early bangers with the unicorn launches as well. Now there's more things that's happening, right? So 4 Pillars dropped this article on the world's most boring innovation aligns between EVM and virtuals ACP. Once again, Evan gives us a pretty good TLDR here. Now, you guys should already know all about ACP on this channel because I covered it a lot, and that's what got me more bullish on virtuals, right? So ACP is where agents actually work, trade, and collaborate, right? All on chain, no middleman. Thanks to EVM ecosystem, that's not just a theory. So now you're going to have ERC 6551, which gives every agent its own on-chain identity. They're going to have an ID pretty much, right? It can hold assets, sign deals, and build a track record. ERC 4337 lets those agents act on their own, no need for human triggers or approvals, meaning true autonomous agents are going to be working. Now, put it together, it turns agents into actual on-chain businesses, earning, spending, and interacting with full transparency. So this is pretty much connecting all the agents. This is creating the agentic society that we're looking for. I've been telling you guys, man, right now, virtuals, the virtuals team is very impressive in everything they're looking to build here. And if they do become pretty successful, I actually do think that virtuals is going to be pretty much the agentic blue chip for, like, you know, AI agents and things like that, and they're working towards their agentic GDP. As you guys can see, the agent to agent network here, this graph here shows pretty much everything that's going on. You should know about the X402. This is something that's pretty big. We're actually going to have a video talking about X402 and neobanks very soon here, right? So you got Anthropic with their MCP, right? You got Coinbase with the X402, Stripe with the ACP, Google with the A2A, agent to agent, Ethereum with the ERC 8004, and virtuals with the ACP. And you guys can see virtuals ACP pretty much just targets everything that the other ones doesn't target or lacks in, pretty much, right? Now, virtuals recently put out this tweet here. They're expanding towards, I don't know, people are definitely speculating on what they could be, you know, going towards, which could be robotics, which we're going to cover here, right? Because we did make a whole nother video of robotics, or I actually did over here in a different Twitter space, them leaning towards an L1. I don't know how true it is, but either one, it's pretty big for virtuals. Now, again, Evan with another TLDR. This is perfect, man. So we're officially moving past Internet of Agents, and yeah, EtherMage called it in the last live stream on X, the next frontier for robotics. And hey, you guys already know how bullish I am on robotics. If virtuals is getting into robotics, it's it's pretty undervalued right now. So virtuals just hinted that the agent economy expanding beyond the internet, connecting the digital world they build with the physical one. So they already gave agents a unicorn, you know, the unicorn launchpad, which is tokenization and liquidity. Butler, which is the human to agent collaboration. We're actually going to talk about Butler towards the end here, because some interesting things is happening, right? I'm not going to lie, the virtuals team is cracked right now. ACP, which is going to be their agent to agent commerce. That's already a full digital economy, right? Now imagine when those same agents start interacting with the real world. Robotics plus ACP equals agents that just trade, that don't just trade, They talk, they act, agents with sensors, arm, eyes, right? You guys already know I'm pretty bullish on all this robotics things, especially what's going on with the real world. Agents that execute IRL tasks, settle payments on chain, and contribute directly to the Agentic GDP. Virtuals is quietly building the rails for a world where AI stops being software and becomes infrastructure. Yeah. I'm bullish. Now, connect the dots. This actually makes sense with the video I made 2 weeks ago about game becoming essentially the brain for the robotics SDK, right? This is pretty much a tweet from Goon Crypto who broke it down. So things could get very interesting right now, because that leads into game here. Now, game has quietly been moving just a little bit. I think people are starting to pay attention to what game is doing, because virtuals is down, but game is up 11% in the last 7 days. Nothing too crazy, but I always like to see some green. Now, you guys already know how big we were on game. I think it's time to look back into game, right? I think this is the time right now. At a $13.6 million market cap, this is it's actually been holding the floor pretty strong here. So I'm actually looking to get back into game. Now, I won't be going over every single agent that you guys should be paying attention to, because we're going to have a full separate video on the agent, the virtuals ecosystem in terms of the agents I believe that you should really be paying attention to. Now, talking about Tibber here, I fumbled on Tibber, crazy. We got into Tibber at a $38 million market cap. I sold around $100 million market cap. Now, I know some other people in my Discord group, the Patreon side of things, still holding Tibber. This thing is looking pretty beautiful as of right now. Just under a $300 million market cap. I honestly didn't think I was going to see it this high, right? Like I said, I missed out on an extra 200 million market cap in terms of gains. That's crazy. So I basically bring that up because there's a connection between Tibber and Robinhood, because the founder of Tibber is Mickey, and he's an early investor into Robinhood, and they had made a new site hinting at Tibber, and also Robinhood now lists virtuals the same day. Yeah, things is getting pretty interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of things is getting pretty interesting. That has me pretty excited. Next, we got Wire here. Now, Wire is looking very good. We got into this pretty early. It's up 631% from its whole life cycle as of right now, which is good. It's at a $10 million market cap. Very low, very low, right? You guys scroll down, its all-time high was just 5 days ago, where it did hit where it's down 14.8% from that. Now, I told you guys the whole neobank narrative is starting to heat up, and I'm going to drop a video on that. But essentially, 717 Capital is acquiring a bank directly to eliminate reliance on a third-party rail, right? Enabling real-time crypto settlements and full visibility over payments. No other bank has cracked this yet, and Wire is partnered with Circle and Anchorage and Tether, and they got constant buybacks. So there's a lot that we're going to have to cover in another video when it comes down to Wire, because I don't want to make this video too long. Another one you guys got a pretty good opportunity at right now, because it is down 65% from its all-time high, sitting at a $1.4 million market cap, FDV of $2.4 million. RCAT's all-time high was just 9 months ago, so it is down 75% from its all-time high. That is huge, but that also gives us a nice little buying opportunity on it. Now, I bring this up because if you guys probably missed it, they got retweeted by the Ethereum page. They're essentially going to be bringing out their mini app on Base. They're going to be showing it out on Dev Connect at Buenos Aires. Shout out to Buenos Aires. I had a good time there, man. But right now, RCAT looks pretty interesting. Their app will be shown, and I think it's November that they're going to be showing this, and they got support from Ethereum Foundation. So this is something that you guys should be looking into as of right now. It is very cheap. Lastly, Nick has put out this tweet that he's been using the Butler agent in his X inbox to buy coins, right? You guys probably noticed Nice is probably doing the same thing as well for their agent, but Butler is doing the same exact thing right now. Soon, what's to come for the Butler agent is going to be perp trading, which is going to be able to go long or short, farm stables, 8 meme on random new chain without bridging. That's huge. Sports betting, and on top of that, getting insight and research, image and video generation to shill your bags. So these guys are pretty much building out the Butler agent that's going to be accessible in your inbox. That is going to be pretty interesting. That is the video for you guys. I want to know what you guys think about everything that Virtuals has been doing right now, your top agents, before I drop my video on the top agents that you guys should pay attention to. So don't forget, we're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.